10 father-son duos in NBA history you didn't know of. When you look at a player, you often wonder, where do these skills come from? Is it talent, hard work, or are there some good genes involved? Today, we'll be discussing the father-son duos in NBA history, which you probably didn't know of. If you're new to watching the NBA, this video will provide you with sufficient knowledge about some of the players who are currently playing or have played in recent history. Tito Horford and Al Horford. At number 10, we have Tito and Al Horford. Tito was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks with the 39th pick of the 1988 NBA draft. He plays at the center position and became the first Dominican-born player to play in the NBA. He played 2 seasons with the Milwaukee Bucks and also had a 3-game stint with the Washington Bullets. After that, Horford traveled the world to play basketball in France and Italy while also playing in the Dominican semi-pro leagues as well as for the national team. His son, Al Horford, plays for the Boston Celtics at the center position. He was drafted 3rd overall in the 2007 NBA draft by the Atlanta Hawks. He is now a 5-time NBA All-Star and is the highest-paid Latin American basketball player. Stan Love and Kevin Love. At number 9, we have the younger brother of Mike Love from the Beach Boys, Stan Love, and his son, Kevin Love. Stan Love played 4 seasons of professional basketball. He was picked at the 9th pick in the 1971 NBA draft and was chosen by the Baltimore Bullets. He also played for the Los Angeles Lakers and the San Antonio Spurs in his short tenure in the league. He retired in 1975 after playing 4 seasons in the NBA. Kevin Love, his son, was selected as the 5th overall pick in the 2008 NBA draft. He was a power forward who shot the ball very well. He was a part of the Cavaliers team that pulled off the miracle comeback against the Golden State Warriors in the 2016 NBA Finals when they were down 3-1 and still plays for the team. Kevin Love's career was stained by injuries. However, he has 1 ring to his name and is a respected player throughout the NBA. Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers. At number 8, we have infamous NBA coach Doc Rivers and his son Austin Rivers. Doc Rivers was selected with the 1st pick of the 2nd round in the 1986 NBA draft. He was picked by the Atlanta Hawks and was a rather defensive point guard. He played for 13 seasons in the NBA. He is not as popular as a player as he is as a coach. He was even an NBA All-Star at one point and held a franchise record for the most assists dished out in a single season. In 2012, his son was drafted 10th overall and was picked by the New Orleans Pelicans. He played there the next 3 years and was traded to the Boston Celtics. Austin Rivers is a solid role player who knows how to play at point guard all too well. He plays his role to perfection. From the Celtics, Rivers was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, where he was coached by his father. He currently plays for the New York Knicks and is putting up decent stats. ARVYDAS Sabonis and Domantas Sabonis. At number 7, we have ARVYDAS Sabonis and Domantas Sabonis. ARVYDAS Sabonis was considered the best European player in the NBA for a long time. He has played 7 seasons in the NBA with the Portland Trail Blazers, who picked him as the 24th pick of the NBA draft. He played at the center position and was a maestro at it. Sabonis actually transitioned into the NBA at 30 years of age. He was long past his prime, but still averaged decent numbers in the league. The Trail Blazers advanced to the playoffs every season that he has played. He then had a son come into the NBA, Domantas Sabonis. Domantas was picked at number 11 by the Sacramento Kings, where he currently plays as well. He plays at the center position and is a 2-time NBA All-Star and is improving his career stats year after year. He is currently averaging 20 points per game and 7 assists a game. Michael Thompson and Klay Thompson. At number 6, we have Klay Thompson and his dad, Michael Thompson. Michael was drafted 1st overall by the Trail Blazers in 1978. He plays at the center position and was the first foreign-born player who also went 1st overall. He won consecutive titles with the Lakers during 1987 and 88. However, his son is arguably more successful than his father, as he has enjoyed immense success in the league. Klay is a 3-point machine, and everyone who watches the NBA knows of him. He was drafted by the Golden State Warriors at pick 11 and became their best shooting guard to date. He is also a 3-time champion. He is part of the NBA team with one of the best league records and has many other feats as well. Melvin Booker and Devin Booker. At number 5, we have Melvin and Devin Booker. Melvin was famous since high school and went on to the University of Missouri to play college basketball as a point guard. He went undrafted in the 1994 NBA draft and played some parts of around 2 seasons with the Rockets, Warriors, and the Nuggets. He then went overseas and started playing there professionally. Devin Booker is a name we all might be familiar with. The man was drafted by the Phoenix Suns at number 13 and has put out countless stellar performances for the team. The shooting guard also has a 70-point performance as well and is just the 6th player in NBA history to do so. Over the course of his career, he has averaged 26 points a game with 5 assists as well. Joe Bryant and Kobe Bryant. At number 4, we have Joe Bryant and Kobe Bryant. A lot of people don't know this, but Kobe's father also played in the NBA. He was a first-round pick in 1975 and was picked by the Warriors and was traded to the 76ers right away. He played at the power forward position and played for 7 seasons in the league. He then got into coaching and was the head coach for the Los Angeles Sparks of the WNBA. His son Kobe needs no introduction. He is one of the all-time greats who have countless trophies against his name. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers at number 13 and played for them for the next 20 years. He retired in 2016 with 5 NBA titles to his name. He saw a lot of success in the NBA and won countless awards. He is regarded as one of the best players of all time, among others. Unfortunately, back in 2020, he died along with his daughter Gianna in a helicopter crash due to a pilot error. The death broke the hearts of millions of basketball players worldwide who mourned the death of the all-time great. Jimmy Walker and Jalen Rose. At number 3, we have Jimmy Walker and Jalen Rose. Jimmy Walker was a standout shooting guard when he played in the NCAA. He led the entire NCAA in scoring in his last year in college. He was then drafted first overall in the 1967 NBA draft by the Detroit Pistons. He spent 9 years in the NBA and averaged 16 points per game. This was a little below what was expected of him, but it is still solid. Fast forward 20 years later, Jimmy Walker has a son coming into the NBA who was named Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose plays at the shooting guard position and was drafted at number 13 in the 1994 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets and then was traded to the Indiana Pacers 2 years later. He retired in the year 2007 and is now an ESPN basketball analyst. Personally speaking, the main memory that I have of Jalen Rose is that he was on the Raptors team that was handed an 80-piece by Kobe Bryant. Tim Hardaway Sr. and Jr. At number 2, we have Tim Hardaway Sr. and Jr., who have both played in the NBA. Tim Hardaway Sr. was selected by the Warriors as the 14th overall pick in the 1989 NBA draft. He played at the point guard position and became a 5-time All-Star and won a gold medal for the USA in the 2000 Olympics. He averaged 17 points a game throughout his career in the NBA. Hardaway also holds the Miami Heat record for most three-pointers made. Exactly like his father, Tim Hardaway Jr. was also a first-round pick. He plays at the shooting guard position and went 24th overall, getting picked by the New York Knicks in 2013. He currently plays for the Dallas Mavericks, where he is averaging 16 points a game with 38% three-point shooting. Dell Curry, Stephen Curry, and Seth Curry. At number 1, we have a person with not one, but 2 sons in the NBA. Imagine a person's happiness at making it to the NBA. Now imagine him seeing both of his sons going into the NBA as well, and one becoming the number 1 shooter of all time. At number 1, we have Dell Curry and his sons, Stephen and Seth. Little do people know, Dell Curry has played 16 years in the league, and he was selected as the 15th overall pick back in 1986. He settled and made the Hornets his home eventually. He was also a sharpshooter for the Hornets. One of his sons is the infamous Steph Curry. Even people who don't watch basketball know of this guy. That is because of his ridiculous contested three-pointers and half-court shots that have shaken up the NBA. Steph was drafted by the Warriors as the 7th overall pick, and this was one of their most valuable picks as the player has brought 3 rings for the team and unimaginable publicity. His brother Seth is not too behind as well. Playing at the shooting guard position, he went undrafted in the 2013 NBA draft. He then signed with the Santa Cruz Warriors of the D-League. Seth then went on to the Memphis Grizzlies and started his NBA career there. Both of the Curry brothers have continuously proven themselves in the NBA. Steph has the all-time three-point record, whereas Seth is also an efficient shooter. Steph has also won the NBA championship 3 times and is the NBA's only unanimous MVP. And that's all for today, folks. So let us know in the comments which of these father-son duos shocked you the most. And while you're at it, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel and have enabled notifications. This way, you won't miss out on anything.